Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of slope-intercept form. This is standard 7.7a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 18 of the 2024 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called hotspot, and if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got Carson here, and he is preparing to race here, and we've got to select 3 different answers that best represent this relationship between the total number of miles he covers in a day and the number of hours he walks, right? So you notice we got a hot spot, so I'm just going to randomly select 2. Notice that it gives me a warning saying you cannot select just 2. It wants you to select 3, and then if I select 3, obviously you can't select a 4th. So it does try its hardest, the system does, to make sure you get all 3 answers correct. This is a 2-point problem. So let's take a look at our reference material, because we're going to see the slope-intercept form is that very first linear equation, y equals mx plus b. That's going to help us here. So let's define each of the terms. So y equals mx plus b. Right? So they tell us the total number of miles he covers in a day, y. See that comma y? So that's going to help us. That's going to tell us total number of miles in a day. And they're saying that he's going to cover the mile because he's walking some and then he's running some. So putting those together is going to get you your total. And then x is the number of hours he walks. Okay, so this x is the number of hours he walks. So what we don't know is the m, it's our slope, and then our b, which is our y-intercept. What happens when x is 0, when there's no walking? That's what the y-intercept tells you. So what can we tell from the story here? Well, he starts by running 2 miles and then walks at a rate of 4 miles per hour. All right, so they give us the rate here. Look at this, 4 miles per hour. And look at this x. This is the number of hours he walks, which means this slope is right here, 4 mph. So they give you the slope. Okay, so what we have here so far is y equals 4x plus. So we need a number that is just static, that's not growing or decreasing, and it's going to be this right here. It's that running, because he starts with 2, and then he walks, but we don't know how long he walks, because it changes depending on how many hours he walks, right? So this 2 is going to be our slope and our y-intercept. Before he's done any walking, when the x is 0 and he's got 0 hours of walking, he's going to already have done or covered at least 2 miles through running. Now, that's our y equals mx plus b slope-intercept form equation. Now we need to match that to some of these. Well, we've got this right here, and I see this. So let's go ahead and grab this. It looks like we're going to have one equation, one table, and one table of values. All right, so take a look at this. See this right here? This is our y-intercept. That means when x is 0, right, that cancels out. Y equals 2. We'll take a look at this. I've got a y at 4 and a y at 2. So even without calculating the slope, I could tell you that one's not going to work. So if we know that 2 is our y-intercept, we've already got 2 answers. So now let's look at our table of values. Really what we can do here is look at, we got 1, 1.5. Let me just put in 1 and 2. I don't even want to do the decimals. Let's do 1 and 2 hours walked. Now we have to plug that into the y equals 4x plus 2. So I'll do y equals 4 times 1 plus 2. So that's going to equal 4 plus 2, which equals 6. Then I can do the same thing with y equals 2. So that's going to be y equals 8 plus 2, which equals 10. And we see that we've got a 1 and 6 in both spots, but a 2 and 10 only in that first one. So that is our answer.